We start off the class, so we're just going to go down onto the mat to start, okay? So if we can all just pop down onto the mat. So I'm sitting up nice and tall, sitting on my sit bones. I'm just holding on to my shins and I'm just going to do some nice little pelvic tilts. So when I'm here, I just want to roll back off my sit bones, kind of rolling back onto my tail on my sacrum, and then roll back up again. And we breathe out as we roll back, lengthen out through the arms and back in again. So let's just try 5 or 6 of those in your own time, leaning back into it. And remember now, if you have any niggly backs, just go back as far as you can or feel comfortable. And we breathe through the exercise. Do not hold your breath during any of our exercises. Good stuff. And then if you're happy to, you can let go of your legs and just go back a bit further and back in, okay? Exhale to roll back and roll back up again. Excellent stuff. And I want to come back tall each time, so rock back, come up tall, rock back, come up tall. Excellent stuff. So I'm going to do a full roll down. So from here, I've lengthened out my legs, arms are out straight, and I'm just going to roll all the way down flat. Arms go over my head. Take a breath in, and then exhale to roll back up again, nice and tall. Try not use any momentum. If you feel you can't get back up again, just don't go all the way down. Or you can use your hands if you need to. Or you can always tuck your feet underneath your couch or something like that, just to give you that little bit of extra support and a bit of leverage so as you can come up and back through. And then we're going to go back down for one more, and we're going to stay down. Arms are over my head. From here, I'm going to circle my arms around, tuck my knees into a little kind of tuck position, and then bring the arms and straighten out the legs. Then circle them around again, tuck in like a ball, lengthen out long, lying flat, circle the arms, come back in. So I'm going to do 2 more of these. And circle in, lengthen out, and 1 more, tuck it in. And let's just stay there, hug those knees, let's just rock from side to side. And then we rock forwards and backwards, so I'm kind of trying to do a little rock and roll on my round back. It's a nice back massage, this one is. And see, can you come up taller? Just messing now. Okay, I get right up, back up to where I started from, as I rock up and down. See if you can do that, up tall, and I'm trying not to put my feet down, I'm just trying to hover in between them, and do 1 more, whoop, there we go. How'd you find that? Good. If you made it up without using your hands, excellent. You would have been using your core to get yourself up. So I'm keeping my feet flat on the ground, I've got my hands behind me turned away. And I'm just going to stretch out my shoulders. So again, any of us stuck at home, I'm just going to bend the elbows, stretch down and back up again. So I'm not moving very far. I'm just going to bend the elbows and back up. If your wrists don't quite bend that way, you can turn your hands out to the side. So it just depends what kind of range of movement you have through the wrists. If you have tight wrists, this will stretch them out nicely. So I'm just bending the elbows, drop down. And do a couple of those. You feel those shoulders really open up. Keep the head up tall. Do 1 more of those. Lovely. I'm going to turn my back to you now, so you don't have to turn your back to me now, obviously. So from here, I'm just going to dip down on my left elbow as I bend it. Come back up, dip down on my right elbow as I bend it. So I'm just dipping from side to side. Doing 1 arm at a time. Just open up each kind of shoulder. You get your scapula working. Lovely stuff. And 1 more on each side. Excellent. Now, it's going to look funny, but I'm going to do a circle. So I'm going to circle around and back up. So imagine your shoulders drop to the floor, shimmy over to the right, loop back around to the left. Okay, so visualize you're doing circles with your shoulders. Really nice way of opening them up. And then I'm going to go back the other way and circle. And circle. If you're not quite doing circles, don't worry about it. And one more. Excellent stuff, lovely. I'm going to turn back side onto you. Very rude. And then one more little tricky one, okay? So I'm going to still keep my hands where they are. I'm going to push up through my feet and lift up through my hips. Kind of come into a tabletop position, feet flat on the floor, legs 90-degree angle, and swing back down to sit. Give me 5 of those if you can. Push through the feet, bridge up and down. Take it nice and slow. You don't have to hold it for any amount of time, just do what feels good. I'll do 2 more. So again, really opening up the shoulders, any tightness in the upper back. Last one. Push through the feet, up you come. And back to. Good job. And then you can shake that out. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to lie flat down again. Feet flat on the floor for a few bridging exercises. So that's the shoulders nicely stretched anyway. So from here, feet flat on the floor, I'm just going to start to do a little pelvic tilt. So I just want to rock my pelvis forwards and backwards, just like we did earlier when we were sitting up on our sit bones. And then I'm just going to start to push through my feet, roll my hips and peel up into my bridge. And then coming back down. So we'll do 5 of these. Again, in your own time, pushing through the midfoot, through the arch, up and down you come. I'm going to do 2 more, and then I'm going to stay up on my last one, all right? So I'll do 1 more, up and down, and then I'm going to do another one, and I'm going to stay up this time. So up you come. So hold that bridge position, pushing through my right foot, extend my left leg. I'm going to take that left leg up to the ceiling, draw the heel down to the floor. So toes pointing up, heel dragging down. Toes pointing up, heel drawing down. Okay? So we'll do 5 on this left leg. Stay nice and still on the right side. Press that right foot into the floor. Excellent. Place the left foot back down. Stay up if you can. Extend that right leg now. Toes to the ceiling, heel to the floor. Toes to the ceiling, heel to the floor. Good stuff. Up and down we go. 5 repetitions. Do 1 more. Excellent job. Bring that down. Nice little knee hug. Good work. Feet back down again. I'm going to bridge up 1 more time. Holding that guy again. Little toe taps this time. So left leg into tabletop. Toe tap up and down. Just going to do about 5 on each side. Good solid again connection through that right foot. Then I'm going to switch and change. Try not to lose the height in the hips. Stay tall, stay long. 2 more. And 1 more. Beautiful. Down again. Pull it in, stretch. Nice. Okay, I'm going to cross my left foot over my right leg. I'm going to hold that position and I'm going to bridge. So it's a single leg bridge with my left leg crossed over my right. I'm going to bridge up and down 5 times. Really connecting through that right foot. Excellent. And then when I've done that, I'm just going to pull my right knee to me. So I get a lovely left hip stretch. And relax into that. If we know how to relax now at this stage. And then switch and change. Right foot over left now. Have that right knee nice and open. From here, I'm going to push through that left foot now. So you should really feel that left glute fire like mad with the hamstring. Core switches on nicely. Give me about 5 reps of that one. And another one. Excellent. Okay, let's pull that left knee in nice and tight. Let that stretch out again. Perfect. Okay, brilliant. So I'm just going to go into some more core work. So I'm going to take my 2 arms up to the ceiling, 2 legs into tabletop. I want to draw in that lower back for a nice neutral pelvis, and we'll do our little dead bugs. So you have an option to lift your head or leave it on the mat, and I extend left leg away from the right leg, take it back in, right leg extends away from the left arm. Did I say 2 legs there? Sorry. You know what I mean. Opposite arm, opposite leg, extending away from each other, alright? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely stuff. Stretch that out, give it another little hug. Okay, so I'm going to cross that left leg over the right leg again. I'm going to put my right hand behind my head. Now, if you were here on Saturday, you'll remember these. So I'm just going to do a kind of a bicycle crunch, bringing my right shoulder to my left knee and back. Okay? Right shoulder, left knee. So it's like a bicycle crunch or crunch twist. So aim for about 10 of these. You want to feel these down in your left lower quadrant as you crunch across right shoulder to left knee. Keep that right elbow out wide. Rest the head in your hand. 1 more. Brilliant. And then I'm going to change. So I've got my right foot crossed over my left knee, left hand behind my head. And I'm bringing my left shoulder over to my right knee. Keep that left elbow open and wide. And you breathe out as you crunch. Breathe out to crunch. Again, aim for 10. So do 8 or 10, whatever you're feeling with today. 2 more. Last one. Super job. Excellent work. Okay. From here, I got my hands behind my head. I got my 2 knees into tabletop. So if you want to, you can just do a normal crunch for these, but I'm going to do a reverse crunch. So reverse crunch is knees, pulling them in to kind of knee myself in the head. So I'm crunching, I'm flattening my lower back into the mat. If these are too tricky, just put your feet on the floor and do normal crunches. Head to knees, these are knees to head. And we breathe out, and we breathe out. Aim for 8 or 10. We're going to do 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Whew. Nice. Excellent. Okay. Enough of that crunchy stuff. Let's get on to our left side. So I'm on my left side. So I'm staying on my left elbow. And I want to bring my left elbow to the back of the mat. My hips are to the back of my mat. And my feet are to the front of the mat. And then from here, I'm going to hold my upper body tall, pressing down through my left elbow. Make sure it's under your shoulder nicely. I want my pelvis to be stacked to the ceiling, not leaning back. Stay tall. You can use your right hand for support. I'm just going to lift up and down through that leg. Good stuff. So we'll aim for about 8 or 10 of these as well. So when we're doing the leg lift, we don't want the body to be dropping down as the leg is swinging up. We want to keep that upper body tall. Don't worry how high this leg goes. The objective is to challenge your kind of obliques in your core. Perfect. Let's bring that leg forward in front. Now, whatever angle is comfortable for you, up and down with that leg. Don't let it hit the ground. Eight, 9, 10. Whew, lovely. So then I bring my right leg back to the back of the mat. So it's like I'm walking. And from here I'm going to lift that leg straight to the ceiling. Again, watch what's happening with the upper body. All the control is happening down around the obliques and the core. You're just lifting that leg as high as it'll go. Aim for 10. 2 and 1. Whew, nasty. Have a little stretch of that left shoulder if you need to. I definitely needed to there. Okay, so I'm coming back down on that lefty. We haven't finished. I've still got my left leg forward to the corner of my mat. I'm just going to circle this right leg. 4 or 5 circles. Keep it tight. And then switch it back the other way. Well done. Brilliant stuff. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to switch my legs and I'm going to lie on my left side. So I've brought my top leg forward, bottom leg straight down the side in line with me. And I'm just going to lift that top leg up and down off, or sorry, that lower leg, sorry, up off the floor, okay? And I'm squeezing through my core to keep that tight as I lift and lift. So squeeze to lift, aim for 10 of them. Do 3 more. Again, don't let that pelvis roll around on you. And 1 more. Excellent job, lovely. We'll flick over. We're going to go back onto the right side now. So same setup. Bring your right elbow back to the back of the mat. Bring your hips to the back of the mat. Bring your feet to the front corner of the mat. Got it? So you're in a straight line with a little kick out. Okay, so again, just make sure that right elbow's under the right shoulder. You're locked in down that right underside. Tight through the core. Up and down you go. You may notice one leg doesn't get as high on either side. That's okay for the moment. Keep it tight. 3 more. 2 more. Don't let that upper body move. 1 more. Nice. Now, the nasty one. Swing that left leg forward a little bit in front. So you're going to raise that up and down. Don't let it rest on the floor. Aim for 10. Try not to hold your breath now. Breathe through it. Breathe through it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yowza. All right, good job. Okay, so now I brought that top leg back in line with the mat. So I'm in a split stance position. From here, reset yourself, lock it in. Nice and tall, up and down you go to the ceiling, just directly up and down. You can have your left hand on the mat for a bit of extra support. And aim for your 8 to 10 reps. Try not move through that upper body now. Tune into what's happening. 2 more. And 1 more. Excellent job. We'll have a quick stretch of that right shoulder if you need to. If not, you can stay where you are. And then we're coming back to do some circles. So right leg still back to the front of that mat. Left leg is up and circling. Try not move around too much with the leg. Keep that upper body still. If you can't control it, smaller circles, reverse them. Oh my gosh, that's a killer. 3, 2, 1. Oh, yowza. All right. Let's flick down and stretch quick. Whew. I'm gonna just pull that left leg across my body. Oh. Very nice. And then I'm going to change and pull that right leg across my body. Happy days. All right, good stuff. Let's let the legs or the hips relax after that one. So I'm just going to kneel on my mat facing yourselves. Okay, so all I want to do here is I just want to come up off the floor. So I'm sitting down, I just want to come up and down. That's it. Up and down. See how long it takes before your toes cramp. Mine are kicking in already. Lovely. So we'll aim for 10 of these. So you should feel this in the quads, hopefully. It's a nice stretch for your shins if you're a runner. 2 more. And 1 more. Excellent. Now, the tricky bit. You're going to put out your left leg. And you're going to sit back and come up. Sit back and come up. Now I've cheated a little. I've tucked my foot underneath me, or curled my toes in underneath me, so it raises my foot, makes it a bit easier to get up and down. See what you can do. 2 more. This is tricky on the knees. Just go back to the doubles. Last one. Excellent. Bring in the left leg. Switch out the right leg. Curl the toes under if you want to. Down and up. Down and up. Excellent. Three more. Stay tall through that upper body now, come on. Last one for me. And back in. Nice. Lovely. All our knees still there, are they? Happy days. Okay, so I'm staying tall this time. And I'm going to drop out to my right and do my little karate kick to the left, okay? So drop down, side kick to the head, Cobra Kai style. If you're watching that series, it's very, very funny. Kick to the right, back in, and over and back we go. Lovely stuff. We'll do 5 to each side if you don't mind. I'm going 1 more to each side because I've lost track of where I'm at already. Lovely stuff. And I'm back after doing 5 to each. Happy days. Okay, from here I'm going to drop out to my right side again. Extend that left leg. Okay, and I'm just going to lift my left up and down. Trying to have a kind of 90-degree angle through that right leg. So you're not kind of out here, you're right over your knee. 2 more. 1 more. Lovely. I'm not going to be cruel. We'll switch sides in between. Won't make you work the same side. That's just not fair. So from here then, right leg up and down. Aim for about 8 or 10 of them. How high can you get your leg? Not very high, says me. Keep that tummy tight now. Lift it with your tummy. Lift the leg with your tummy. Squeeze to lift. Squeeze to lift. 2 more. And 1 more. Lovely. Woo. Back over to your right now. So from here, I'm going to visualize my left leg doing an arc up and back. So I hold it, bring it forward in front, scoop it round the back behind me. Try not have too much movement through the upper body. Look straight ahead, pick a point on the wall or the screen. My ugly mug. Over and back. 2 more. Excellent. Feel the burn in the hip. Lovely. Over we go. So you'll notice we're doing lots of hip work today. All right, so on to my left side. Same thing, bring the right leg forward a bit, up and around. Keep it tight. Nice arcs. 2 more. And 1 more. Lovely. How are we burning? We feeling good now? Over again. Come on, I haven't finished yet. So I'm going to hold this left leg out and the good old circles. So you're aiming for about 5 in each direction. Stay strong. Now hold it out, hold it. Come on, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh God, I was losing control of it there. All right, switch to your left side, kick out the right. Leg up, let's circle. Switch back. Excellent. And hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my word. Oh God. If that didn't get you in the right places, nothing will. Okay. Enough of that. Let's go on to all fours and take it down to an easy level, right? So we'll do some bird dogs or supermans. So I'm on my hands and my knees, nice flat back, swing my left leg or left arm out, right leg back. Getting my arms and my legs mixed up tonight. And then switch right and left. Good stuff. So remember what we're looking for with this exercise is a lovely smooth transition from side to side. We should have no wobbles. You draw that belly button in as you lengthen, then relax. Draw it in as you lengthen, breathing out. Love this one. One more. And last, lovely, okay. So we have a bit of fun. Let's try same side, okay? So what I mean by same side, left arm, left leg, extend them out. Now, I'll show you, I'll probably make a mess of it. So you go long, so I've got my right arm, my right leg long, bring them in, lengthen out. Now, the cheat is to move the left hand way out wide and just be there all day, not a bother. Try and keep your support hand and knee in line with each other. We can do it no problem if they're 3 feet apart. Try and keep them in line. Woohoo, speed wobbles. And give me 5 elbow to knee taps on each side. And then switch. Okay, so watch your setup now, don't cheat. So your hands and knees should be in a straight line. You can lean out a little over the side, and then I'm working my other arm and leg. Little knee to elbow taps, knee to elbow taps. Good stuff. Do about 5 or 6 of those. Don't fall over. If they're really not working for you, go back to your opposite arm and leg. Well done. Good stuff. A few people sitting there looking at me. Did you try them at all, Aoife? No? I gave up, forget it. All right, good. So now I'm going to curl my toes underneath me. And I'm going to go back onto my hands. And I'm just going to lift my knees off the floor. Just an inch. Pause and hold. And back down. Okay, so I'm nearly lifting my knees with my core. I draw my belly button in and my hips come off the ground. So give me about 10 of those. I'm still trying to keep my back relatively level, nice and flat as I lift those knees an inch or 2 and then lower. Good stuff. So again, we're getting the legs, getting the quads a little bit here. Okay, so finish out one more. Alrighty, this is where they get a bit tougher. So see how far you can take these, okay? So the next position I want to be in is to hold myself up. And I lift my left foot, lift my right foot. So I'm taking little steps. My hips don't come too high. I'm still staying low, knees low to the ground. So I can keep a nice flat back. My arse isn't in the air and I'm doing them like this. I want you low. Get down low and give me 10 little steps. Keep those knees under your hips. Keep those hips low. Good job. Finish out your 10. Shake out your wrists. Okay. If you found them very hard, just do another set. The next set are harder. The next level is harder. So from here, same setup, knees off the floor. This time I straighten the leg fully behind me. Bring it in and switch. Stay low. You can try 3, 4 or 5 reps on each leg. Shoulders tucked back and down. Elbows slightly bent. Suck it in and off you go. Well done. And do one more on each leg. Lovely, and down. That's definitely a tough one. Definitely a tough one. Okay. Shake out the wrists. Yeah, we want to protect the wrists. They will get stronger. All right, so we're going to do, it's a bear crawl, but we don't move. We stay put. So it'll be, I'll show you, you'll be lifting the opposite arm and opposite foot. So you're in the same position where you're balancing off your knees and you lift your left arm, right foot, right foot, left foot, and we just alternate. So pick a point on the floor, try not rock from side to side, and you lift opposite hand, opposite leg, an inch off the mat, staying as still and quiet as you can through the body. Going to do two more sets, and then one more. Excellent. And then when you're happy you've done enough of them, just stretch into child pose and just relax and stretch. Then I want you to bring your body forward, drop the hips, look through, and then sit back again. And then come through once more. Okay, so we're going to go and try one more little tricky version of all of that, all right? So I'll demonstrate it for you first. Again, if it's too tricky, you can keep your knees on the ground doing these ones, okay? So I'm sitting back. I've got my knees off the floor. Hands come through, right? And I'm going to lengthen out into a kind of a plank position. And then sit back onto my heels. But my knees are staying off the ground all the time. So I'm kind of coming in and out of a straight arm plank. Good stuff. See if you can do 5 or 6 repetitions of that. And then I'm going to sit back and shake out the wrists. Good work. Okay. So we're going to go into an even higher level of that one, okay? So if the previous exercise was your limit, do another set. If you think you got a little bit more in you, try these. So as we go forward, we're going to kick one leg through, bring it back, okay? So it'll be side, it's like a mountain climber version, all right? So from here, I'll show you again, obviously. I'm sitting back on my heels, knees are off the mat. But as I come forward, bring my right leg with me, bring it back, bring my left leg with me. And just alternate forward, back, switch each leg, and give me maybe 2 or 3 reps or 4 reps on each leg. Stay strong. Good work. One more to each side for me. So these are quite advanced. Take them slow. And then when you're happy, sit back, stretch it out. Shake out through the wrists. Good stuff. Perfect. Okay, if we're still alive, we're going to lie flat on your mat. So I've got my hands under my forehead. We'll just do our little swan dive progressions. So I'm from here and I'm just going to press down through my hands to lift head and chest away from the mat. Don't look up in front, keep looking down at your hands and back down. Breathe in, exhale, press up and back down. One more, press up and back down. Excellent. Then I'm going to bring those hands in line with my forehead. So I'm on my forearms and I'm going to come right up taller this time. Still looking down at my mat. I breathe in, exhale, press through the mat to come up tall, shoulders tuck back and down. We'll do 3 or 4 reps of that. Draw that belly button as you come up. Draw those shoulders back. Lovely. One more. Good stuff. Excellent. So then we're going to come up all the way. So again, depending on how your back is, don't come up too high if you don't want to, alrighty? So from here, I've moved my hands a little bit further in front of me. Take a breath in, exhale, press down through the hands. Shoulders tucked back and down. Looking kind of to the end of my mat. And down. So if you're feeling a pinch in your back, just maybe don't come up as high. Or sometimes what happens is, as you work through a few reps, the pinch just goes away, which is pretty normal. Good stuff. Couple more. Breathe in, exhale, up you come. And I'm going to do one more. And when I'm up here, I'm going to stay up and look over my right shoulder. So a little bit of twist. Then look over my left shoulder. Over and back I go, side to side. Lovely. And down. Nice. Okay. From here, I'm going to place my hands down by my side, with my palms facing up to the ceiling. Keeping my feet on the floor, I'm going to take a breath in. I'm going to lift my hands on the head off the mat. Draw that belly button in. Reach my hands to my feet as I draw my shoulders back together and relax. Breathe in, exhale. Shoulders back and down. Chin tucked in, looking down at the floor. Do not look in front of you. And relax. So you should really feel this pulling all the way down that back, down into the glutes. Keep the feet on the mat for the moment, and down. Excellent. This time, we're going to lift the feet as well if you're comfortable with that. Okay, if not, just continue doing what you're doing. So from here, breathe in, exhale, head and shoulders up, feet off the floor, pause and hold, and down. Breathe in, exhale, belly button in, reach and hold, and down. 2 more. Breathe in, exhale, reach. Lovely. And last one. Breathe in, exhale, reach up and back. Hold, hold, hold. And down. Excellent stuff. So I'm just going to sit back onto my heels into child pose, stretch out my lower back. We're going to go back down for a few more upper back ones. So I'm going to lie back down flat. Now I've got my head tucked in under, arms out to the side, elbows at 90-degree angle. So from here, keeping my feet flat on the floor, I'm going to lift my upper back off lift my front up off the floor, lifting my hands as well. So take a breath in, exhale, lift head and chest and arms off the floor and back down. I'm only going to do 5 of these. Breathe in, exhale, lift. So now, because I've got the hands out from my side, it should all be a bit heavier. Breathe in, exhale, lift. And lower. Now on the next one, when I'm up, I'm going to reach forward. Breathe in, exhale, lift. I'm going to reach forward. Draw my elbows back down. Reach forward. throw my elbows back down. 3 of these, reach forward, lovely, and down. And then I'm going to come up out of that and stretch on through. And then I'm going to come back into a lovely little back extension. So hopefully we're feeling really loose. Our upper back will be pretty worked out now. Good stuff. So we're going to come onto all fours again and just tread the needle. So I got my 2 hands on the mat. I'm going to take my right hand, pass it in underneath, reach through, and come back up to the ceiling. And back in under. And up to the ceiling. And one more. Excellent work. And then I'm going to place my right hand on the mat, bring my left in under, back up to the ceiling. And remember to look where you're going. So follow that hand with your head to get that lovely rotation. One more. And up and over. Good stuff. I'm going to walk my hands back to my feet. I'm back up standing. I'm just going to shake that out and kick out through the legs. So no tension anywhere. We're going to do a little roll down. Take a breath in, chin to chest, down we go, all the way. Hang out there. Take a breath in and push through the feet to stack up through the spine. Shoulders back, chin tucked in. Let's go again, breath in, down you go. Now as you get down to the floor, bend your knees and hunker down. So you're getting your ass to the grass in a little frog squat. If you need to lift your heels, lift your heels. Then from here, we're going to take a breath in. We're going to exhale, we're going to straighten the legs first. Staying slumped forward, then I'm going to start to stack the spine. Like a zombie standing up, nice and slow. Lovely. Let's try that again. Breath in. Down we go, exhaling all the way down. Get down to the floor first with the hands, then start to bend the knees. And then from here, I just want you to shift your weight out over your right leg. Then shift your weight out. So I'm doing a little twist as I'm shifting out onto each leg. Just open up the hips a little bit. And then I'm pausing in the middle. And now I'm going to push through the feet, stack up through the legs first. Then start to stack up through the spine. No tension anywhere. Shoulders back, chin tucked in. And we're done. Thank you very much. Hope you liked that. Wasn't too